Jonathan, you may be sorry that you asked for your songs to be sung to you as in your childhood, but here goes, and if you don't like them, I'll say sorry, or as you used to say, sorry. Remember those days? Anyway, it was a lot of fun singing you in bed, and one of your favorites was the Itsy Bitsy Spider. And the reason you liked that one because it was simple and it had action in it. When I would sing it, I'd say, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, and as I would do that, I would run my fingers up your back like a spider crawling, and you liked that, and then I'd say, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, down came the rain and washed the spider out, and then I'd sweep my hands down for more action, which is what you like. Then I'd say, out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Now the itsy bitsy spider goes up the spout again. I don't know how many thousand times I sang that to you, but it was quite a song. Probably should have had it in your wedding. Another one was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, but all the kids know that one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. High above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. And I missed a word in there, but it's you'll understand it. Your kids can learn to sing that one. Another one that we sang was and when I would rub your back, very often I would get sleepy and I would stop rubbing and you would wake me up and saying, Pappy, you stopped. So I would start rubbing again. But that was the experience. But you always insisted not to pat your back, which I would do sometimes. You said, that wakes me up. You need to rub my back to make me go to sleep. Well, he sang the tag song too. You kind of like that one. A good old game of tag for me, with everyone laughing so merrily. I'll start it higher. A good old game of tag for me, with everyone laughing so merrily. Round and round we run and run, 'tis a wonderful game for fun. Anyone wanting to play and tag cannot expect to loiter and lag if you don't get right up and get. First thing you know, you will be it. Then I would tag you out and then you'd tag me back. Then another one that we sang had the scale in it, so you learned the scale. I hope you did, but it was up the hill we're running, now we scamper down. We're the fastest pony in this whole big town. Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. So you can tell it was really high standards for musical singing. Then another one was, this one was the longest one, and I learned this one in the third grade from Mr. Plaster, and you seemed to like it, and it went like this. Dancing together over the heather while the day is fine and fair. Robins are winging, each one is singing melodies so rich and rare. Every living thing is merry, each proud flower is a fairy, dancing in the breeze as the swaying trees whisper soft and low secrets that you know. Come then, one and all, hear the music call, to each lass and lad, gay and glad. That was a good long one. Sometimes you were about to sleep before I got to that one. One that I wish I knew the songs for, you know this one, Here We Dance Loop-de-Loo. We sang this one some too. Here we dance loop-de-loo, here we dance loop-de-lie, here we dance loop-de-loo all the Saturday night. I put my left hand in, I pull my left hand out, I give my left hand a shake, 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 and turn myself around. Then I included the other hand and then the feet, and by that time you were starting to get sleepy. The one that I wish I would have learned the words to was Lullaby and Good Night, the Brahms Lullaby, a classical number that's beautiful, and every kid should learn that one. It'd be good to sing it to your grandkids. One of the times we were sleeping, an airplane went over, and it was during the time when there had been a hijacking, and you were worried about it. You said, "Is there any danger that the plane would be hijacked when I was flying?" And I tried to comfort you and tell you probably it wouldn't be a threat because Midway was not a big airline, and the hijackers probably would want to get a big airline, and it was between Kansas City and Chicago, and that's not a likely route that they would bother you. So that comforted you, and you went back to sleep. I wonder if you remember what you did when we got home from the airport. The first thing you always did every time without fail. You ran into the house, through the kitchen, into the family room, and around to the little shelf where there was a can with coins in it. You grabbed it, turned on the light, got over in the middle of the carpeting and emptied the can and counted all the money, then got ready to have a shopping spree the next day, usually at Toys R Us. One of the fun things that we had with you, Jonathan, was playing baseball over in that one small park where they had a backstop, and Nana played left field once in a while in high heel shoes. But one thing that I remember about that batting, you always batted and I pitched, and we had a baseball. One of the times when you were batting, you would bug your eyes out, and it looked strange. And I said, "What are you doing?" And you wouldn't tell me. And finally I said, "Why are you bugging your eyes out?" As it turns out, Cal Ripken, the great hitter for the Baltimore Orioles, did that to kind of clear his eyes, and so you thought it would help your batting average a lot. Anyway, getting you to sleep was a pleasure, and I have many wonderful memories of it, and I hope you have memories of getting your children to sleep. You've been a special person in my life. Go to sleep.